basically I was working in Ireland as a chef, and coronavirus forced the closure of all the restaurants, so I decided to book a flight to Tanzania. I was coming on a holiday, and I told a friend of mine that I was coming, who was involved in some rugby projects, and he asked me if I'd like to do some rugby coaching in Tanzania. So I spent my first few months travelling around Tanzania, meeting different groups, grassroots rugby, helping them organise themselves into clubs and trying to organise them into a league to grow rugby in Tanzania. I've since found myself in Zanzibar, working in a restaurant here, and I've been, looking to set something up here for a couple of months, but really in the last couple of weeks it's all come together. A lot of guys have come out of the woodwork, and they're all keen to play, and fair play, the guys in Dar es Salaam have put together a team and they've come over to play us here. So that's how I came involved here. I've been playing rugby probably since I'm 5 years old in Ireland. I grew up in Dublin, and 10 minutes walk to the national stadium where Ireland play. So rugby is a big part of my life. It's little known history about Zanzibar. Is the first ever recorded game of rugby in Africa took place in Zanzibar in 1815. It was between the crews of 2 merchant vessels on the invitation of the Sultan at the time. I'll have to find the article. It's in the archives in the British Museum somewhere. It was passed on to me by someone. I have to get it up. But as far as I know, I don't know if there's been any other recorded games of rugby played since then. So that's 206 years. So we could potentially be the first game of rugby on the island in 206 years. But we've got a good 20 players, and there's some really good players. There's some guys, they played with the Sharks in South Africa. There's another guy played Free State Cheetahs in South Africa. And a few guys have played a pretty good level back in Europe. So the guys in Dar es Salaam have a pretty decent team, and they've come over with 25 guys. So it should be a really good game, and I think it'll be played in good spirits. Potentially to have a rugby club here that can cater to teams from around the world for end of season tours, sevens tournaments. I'm looking to set up a sevens tournament here next year, potentially in the National Stadium in Stonetown. I think it'd be the ideal location, and invite teams from all over the world to come and play and really bring the spotlight to Zanzibar and to grow the game here. So hopefully that'll inspire some kids here to pick up a ball and run with it. Come on, Paje Pirates!
I just want you to tell me, 'cause I'm lost.